Good day, my fragrant viewers. This is Armand of Jet Setter, and I'm back again to review and unbox fragrances. And this time around, I'll be unboxing two fragrances from Viktor and Rolf, and also reviewing four in total. Actually, two that I have previously unboxed. Before I start the unboxing and review, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you will be reminded of updates and future reviews. So the fragrances that I'll be reviewing are from the house of Viktor and Rolf. And Viktor and Rolf, for those who don't know, are a fashion house or design house based in the Netherlands, and they were created or they were founded in the 1990s. So about 10 years after, they came up with their first female fragrance. That is, of course, Flower Bomb, which became really very successful. So about maybe 6 years after the introduction of Flower Bomb, they came up with their first male targeted fragrance, and that is SPICEBOMB. So Flower Bomb is really something which is really very feminine because of the floral ingredients, and for the SPICEBOMB, this is really targeted towards men because of its spicy qualities. It's predominantly spicy fragrance note. So SPICEBOMB was introduced in 2012 and has become one of the popular fragrances for men, and I would say that its popularity owes much to the quirky bottle design because it resembles a hand grenade. And in fact, the shape actually has caused a lot of issues and controversies whenever you pack them or whenever you bring them to the airport. So there have been news reports about people or tourists bringing SPICEBOMB in their travel luggage, and they get stopped at the X-ray or security, or they get stopped by security personnel, thinking that they are probably carrying with them a hand grenade. So there have been a lot of reports about that. So be careful when you bring this whenever you travel. Actually, I don't even recommend that you bring this whenever you travel. In fact, they don't even sell this in duty-free shops. So I advise you not to bring them whenever you travel, especially when you're traveling by plane. So the original SPICEBOMB was created by Olivier Polge, and Olivier Polge is of course very well known for his creations for Dior, for Chanel, Burberry, among many other fragrance houses. And this contains the notes of pink pepper, elemi, bergamot, grapefruit, cinnamon, saffron, paprika, tobacco, leather, and vetiver. For those who haven't tried the original SPICEBOMB, I would say that this is very similar to another designer fragrance, and that is from Bulgari, and that is Man in Black. Another fragrance which this has been compared with is Rehab from Initio. So how this smells like? It's actually a very, peppery, cinnamony, spicy fragrance, a little bit fresh from the citruses. There's also a bit of paprika, which, creates that warm, spicy feel to it. There's also leather and vetiver. It's actually a good fragrance, and I would say that it's something that every male fragrance collector should have in their collection. So when can you use the original SPICEBOMB? I think this can be used either day or night. I would say that this is actually a good dating fragrance. It can be also an office fragrance. But like I've said, it's more of a nighttime fragrance, and definitely wearable during colder days. But I would say that this is actually a very versatile fragrance that you can wear all year round. So another fragrance from Victor and Rolf, or one of the flankers of Spice Bomb, is Night Vision. And this was released in 2019. This was a creation of Nathalie Larson and, let me just check, and Pierre Negrin. This one is a fruitier version to the original Spice Bomb. So it has Granny Smith apple, green mandarin, cardamom, grapefruit, pepper, sage, nutmeg, red chili, pepper, geranium, clove, tonka bean, almond, and woody notes. You know, when I first tried this, I think this is really very similar to Eros from Versace. Often been compared to fragrances like Invictus from Paco Rabanne and also You. This one, I think, is a little bit more youthful in terms of the scent profile. It's fruitier. Um, I actually like this better in the dry down more than the opening. The opening's a little bit strong on the alcohol, but as it dries down, it becomes fruitier, and that's because of the Granny Smith apple fragrance note. It's also a bit sweeter as compared to the original, so I kind of like this more than the original. Um, but the original is, of course, more sophisticated. This is really meant for, I think, for a younger crowd. When can you use this? I think this is a versatile fragrance as well, so you can use this all year round. But I would say that this is really more of a clubbing fragrance. What I've said, it's probably meant more for a younger fragrance market. Is it worth buying? Yes and no. Me, I kind of like it, but I can also live without it. This isn't one of my favorite fragrances, although, like what I've said, I prefer this better than the original. So, of course, that's an oxymoron. So now we're unboxing Spice Bomb Extreme, and this one contains the fragrance notes of vanilla, tobacco, black pepper, caraway, and lavender. So just 5 notes. But this is always in the top 10 or in the fragrances that are recommended by Jeremy Fragrance. And I have a decant of this which I've been using, but this is the first time that I actually bought a full bottle. So I'll be unboxing this for everyone to see. So, well, before I do that, let me tell you when this was launched. This was launched in 2015. So the original Spice Bomb first, and then this before the Night Vision. So this came earlier than Night Vision. So this was bought at Rustans, and Rustans is, of course, the premier department store here in the Philippines. I bought this at the 20% discount. Original price is about 5,750 pesos. 20% discount, so that's about 4,600, I think. So let me just open this for everyone to see. You can see that the cellophane is overlapped here, so make sure that you check out the packaging of the fragrance to ensure that you're buying the real thing. Although I haven't really heard of fake Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb yet. Haven't heard of any fakes yet. And as I open this, you would find well, there's a black carton here. So just open this, and oops, and here it is. So I managed to pull out the sprayer cap. So, okay, there's a pin, well, not really a pin, but a stopper here, just like in the other flankers, or even in the original. And with regard to the color, this is a dark ambery color. This one is a light ambery or light grayish color. Night vision is greenish. By the way, this is the eau de toilette. There's another flanker of night vision, which is the eau de parfum. I don't have that one, but I read or learned that that's actually a better flanker. So unfortunately, I couldn't find it. This one is the extreme. Again, I have a decant of this, so I've been using that. Let me just spray this on my right arm. Okay. All right. So if you know, the original fragrance is spicy, this is a little bit more sweeter, a little bit more mature, I guess, because of the, well, it has tobacco notes, caraway, lavender. This one's really nice. I would, you know, rank this first, and maybe night vision second, and then third would be the original. Although, you know, people may not agree with me ranking night vision as my second, as the second best, but I would say that this is really a good fragrance. This one is actually like what I've said, a little bit more mature. Definitely a nighttime fragrance, but a little bit versatile too. I guess you can also wear this during daytime, but I would say that this is really more nighttime and really more for colder days. I wouldn't recommend that you use this during hot, humid days. The next fragrance that I'm unboxing is a new one. This is 2021 release, and it's been getting a lot of good reviews. And this is SPICEBOMB Night Vision. Unfortunately, this isn't available yet locally. Well, at least not in the local department stores here in the Philippines. So this was released in 2021. Fragrantica, unfortunately, does not mention the name of the perfumer. But like what I've said, it has garnered a lot of good reviews. So I'm going to unbox this and try this for the very first time. All right. So the first three fragrances, of course, have different colors. Original is slightly grayish, extreme is a little bit ambery, and night vision is, of course, green colored. This one is a bit reddish in color. So to keep up with, I guess, with the name of infrared. And just to mention the fragrance notes on Fragrantica, it contains red fruits, pink pepper, saffron, cinnamon, red pepper, tobacco, and benzoin. So this is the first time that I'll be trying this. So I'm going to take out the pin in order to spray this. Okay. Oh, okay. There's been a lot of good reviews about this fragrance, but it's quite nice, but not really my favorite among the four. Well, there's another one which I failed to mention, that is SPICEBOMB Eau Fresh, Spice Bomb Fresh. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a bottle of that. It's been discontinued, I believe, and it's becoming more and more difficult to get a bottle. Uh, I really couldn't understand why this has gotten a lot of good reviews, because to me this is just a very common smelling fragrance. Let me just check what this reminds people of. Okay, well, it gets a lot of comparison with Gentleman Only Absolute from Givenchy. I don't have that, so I don't know how to compare it with a Gentleman Absolute. Oh, okay. It also gets compared with Layton from Parfums de Marly. And I guess, I guess that's the reason why this doesn't really surprise me at all, because I've smelled this before, and it's basically a more wearable Layton from Parfums de Marly. It also gets compared with Ultra Mal from or Ultra Male from Jean Paul Gaultier. Uh, yeah, it has some similarities. Like what I've said, this isn't my favorite. This is the first time, of course, that I've tried this. A lot of the fragrances that I've tried before, which I didn't like, turned out to be my favorites, and a lot of the fragrances that I really liked from the first time that I've sprayed actually turned out to be, not one of my favorites. So I don't know how this would perform, or how I would really warm up to this fragrance. Like what I've said, it's a nice fragrance, but not again my favorite. I would still think that Extreme is my favorite one. I would still think that Night Vision is my second favorite. The original one is my third. Although, I could definitely switch this and Night Vision as my second, switch this with Night Vision as my second best favorite. But definitely, I'm a little bit let down by Infrared. There's been a lot of, hype about this. I'm not really a fan as of the moment. I don't know. Maybe once I use this, maybe again I'll warm up to it. In terms of the scent, it has some similarities, I guess, with Infrared. This I would think, if Infrared is more on the younger market, this actually comes really close, but a little bit more mature than Infrared. So I would still think that Extreme is the more mature one. So maybe the age range would be from 30 to 50 or even 60. This one, I guess, would be in the range of 20 to 40. In terms of versatility, maybe more of a clubbing fragrance than an office fragrance. Could be a nice date fragrance as well. Like any of the Spice Bomb that I've sampled or I have tried, this is more of a nighttime fragrance, also more of a cold weather fragrance. I'm actually intrigued by Spice Bomb of Fresh, so hopefully I would be able to get a bottle of that. Hopefully, because it's getting actually more difficult to get a bottle of that, because again it's been discontinued. But so far, what I really like about this fragrances, it's really the bottle design. So just for the bottle design, it's really worth buying. It's really worth collecting, and just look at how stinky cute they are, and with the different colors. If only you would buy just one, I would recommend maybe SPICEBOMB Extreme, and maybe even the original. Night Vision, if you prefer fruity, sweeter fragrances, maybe this is something for you. And it just so happens that I prefer sweeter and fruitier fragrances, so that's the reason why I really like this. But you can avoid also buying this, because you can probably just buy a bottle of Versace Eros, I suppose. So there you have it. Those are my fragrance unboxing and review. Like what I've said earlier, for those who haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. And I hope that you would like this video, and I hope to see you again soon. So goodbye.